Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob. I'll be your Dungeon Master for tonight's episode of Against the Giants. We've got the crew here, Chris, Nate, Dasha, Tim, John, and Jeff. Welcome back. Excited for tonight's episode. It's going to be a good one. I actually want to get into it real quick, but before we do, I just wanted to do a quick little icebreaker. It was actually, now it's escaped me. If I'm quoting it wrong, it might be, I'm pretty sure it was Nemo D20, follower of the channel, app posts on a lot of our videos, suggested this icebreaker question for today. And, you know, me being very humble, don't like to talk about myself. The question was, how do you all know me? That's what it is. All right. So explain how we came to know me. You know, it's funny. I thought about this too, because I feel like for a regular viewer, they should know this answer. Actually, we've talked about how we've met. We've talked about how we all know each other. Some of us, you know, we're lumberjacks, you know, together and things like that. But maybe these inside jokes, a new person to the channel may not know, and maybe they're not in on these little nicknames we have for like lumberjack being teacher and things like that. So maybe we should just give it to them straight right now and tell them, how do you come to know me? And I'm going to start with Chris, because I think this one goes back the furthest. So, well, actually, that's not necessarily true. It could be John, actually. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Chris, you're going second. John, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah. So, Bob and I were in high school together.
Yeah.
So we ran track and cross country in 2004 together.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we only had that 1 year overlap, maybe 2 years, actually. But I don't know that we really ever hung out then, or, you know, we knew of each other on the same track team, as friendly as, you know, an upperclassman and a lowerclassman would be on a track team, cross country team. And then we took like a 20-year hiatus. And
Not
then we
that long.
Yeah.
No,
not quite. No, you're right. But
because it's been 20 years since I graduated high school.
Yeah,
so
14 years, basically. Yeah. And then we started working together in 2018 as teachers.
There we go. Exactly. Yeah. And I, of course, am the elder classman here. John was a freshman when I was a senior. I think it was 2000. I don't know, maybe it was, I graduated in 2005, but cross country would have been 2004. Either way, it doesn't matter.
So then we did 2 seasons. Yeah.
It goes back to high school with me and John. And then Chris, I met you next. Chris, you want to chime in?
Yeah, I think that we met that year, 2006. You were a spry 18-year-old, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you were also like the leader of the gaming club, weren't you?
Very soon
I think it's because we just picked the youngest, most humble, and most quiet person out of all of us.
Most pliable.
Made him be the leader.
Yeah, of course, we went through Warhammer. We played at Battle for Salvation, our gaming club, which was at the Salvation Army at the time. You and Fritz and a couple of other people started playing there, and I was playing there. It was everybody that kind of like played at the comic book store that was in White Plains. That then it was like the second night to play, and I met Chris through Warhammer.
Yeah, that was like 2006.
Yeah, it was 2006. I've been playing for just about a year at that point. I started playing in 2005. So. It was a great time. It was actually a great time for 40K, wasn't it?
That was the glory days of 40K.
Yeah. I always think of the Office meme. I wish somebody told me we were in the good old days.
Right?
Yeah. And then it would be Nate.
Really?
It would be Nate.
So we got to talk about our days in the CIA and then MI6 when we crossed over on that mission.
We're not supposed to
No.
talk about that, Nate.
Yeah. Bob and I we met as lumberjacks.
Right.
I got a job at the school he was at. Once again, being a leader at that school as well, in a lot of ways. And yeah, I think we just got to know each other through coaching, teaching together, and eventually Bob sharing his interest in Dungeons and Dragons with me, the fantasy video game nerd who is
That's
so
right.
eager to jump on board.
That was good. And
Yeah.
you've been here. I mean, we're kind of like the same age roughly, and you're a little older than John, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But
I
like,
think I'm actually a
younger.
year younger
Yeah.
than John.
wow. Okay. Well then.
Weirdly enough.
But you've
So
worked
much-
at our school longer.
Yes,
Yes.
I got to the school earlier, but I think that's because John was in Japan or something.
I had a few jobs before that.
Yeah.
Previous
but yeah, so I
quests.
just finished up my 12th, or we're in my 12th
Yes,
at
exactly.
the same
Yeah.
school. So
Yeah. So you've been there almost as long as I've been there. So good. Excellent.
Mhm.
Excellent. And now look at all the hobbies we share.
absolutely, can't wait to throw some discs soon.
Yeah. And then, if I'm not mistaken, I am almost certain it's Jeff, but it's very close between Jeff and Tim, I believe. But I'm gonna go with Jeff. How did we meet, Jeff?
I showed up at Battle for Salvation. I had been playing MMOs for about a decade at that point, and not playing face to face, and had moved to New York and didn't know anybody face to face to play games with at the time that I decided I wanted to start playing games again across the table. And so I found Battle for Salvation, I think through Meetup.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I showed up there, and the first thing I really did at BFS was the Strahd campaign
Mm-hmm.
and your Strahd campaign, and I think that was about 2016.
Yeah.
It
So I
was
think that
longer-
predates Tim.
It was longer ago than it seems like.
Yeah, I know, right? 10 years.
Because we had COVID in the middle, so
Mhm.
see, I'm pretty amazed that it was very early in 5e.
Yeah.
5e had only been out like a year and a half at the time, so.
I think Curse of Strahd was the new book. I was like, I got to run this new book. So-
And I think I was just a random dude who showed up at the club looking for a game, and you let me in.
that was a fun
And,
game too. It was CJ,
it was-
Steve,
Yep.
Stephanie, and Kyle.
Yep.
What a game! No,
Yeah,
Kyle.
it-
Kyle, yeah.
Everybody from that campaign's been on the channel at this point, I think.
Mhm.
Unless I'm missing
Yep.
somebody.
No, you're 100% right. What a game it was.
Yep. That was a
It's
good game.
actually one of the reasons why this Curse of Strahd campaign I think that we're doing on the channel is so good is because I've played the adventure already. So I had a good like knowledge of where to go with it, and running through something is good practice. So that was great. I didn't anticipate it, but I've I really loved that original campaign too.
But best moment from that campaign was when in the final conflict with Strahd, and Steve suddenly pipes up and says, "I'm on your side, the Strahd."
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Wham!
Yeah,
Anyhow,
it was great. And your
that was
paladin,
crazy.
you had a great
Oh.
paladin in that game, Rod Navar.
Yeah, I had actually played a version of that character before, so I had a pretty good idea who he was.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah,
Great
that was a lot of fun.
times.
I would
Yeah.
love to revisit him someday
Mm.
if the chance ever comes up.
Okay. And then I think it has to be Tim next, right?
Yeah, Dasha and I started lumberjacking at the same time, so it's got to be neck and neck with us.
Wait,
It was
really?
Tim.
This-
It was Tim first though, because Tim introduced us. But I'll
Okay.
I'll talk about that when I get to my part.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Go-
so
go
Bob
ahead,
and I
Tim.
dropped into to Southeast Asia together after Nate left the CIA, and then Bob and I worked together, and he continued as my handler. We were lumberjacking together back when I started at the school in Westchester, And then like, I got like lunch one day. Someone was like, "Yo, D&D," and I was like, "Oh," and my ears perked up. And I joined our motley crew playing Descent to Avernus, the original D&D campaign among this channel, and this group of people, and the rest is history. I'm trouting across the East Coast, but here we are.
Chris from Long Island, it's a great guess, but we did not meet at either Starbucks or Red Lobster. It was neither of those places. So, Tim, lumberjacking and D&D. And then I guess Dasha had to, it was same. I didn't realize you guys started the same year.
Yeah. Well, I was Bob's contact in Eastern Europe for his CIA work. So that's actually, and Tim made the introduction. No, Tim and I started teaching lumberjacking at the same school at the same time. And actually, Tim was the first person that I think I talked about D&D with, because we were doing one of those orientation type activities where we tell something about ourselves. And he mentioned he liked gaming and D&D. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I've like attempted to play before. My high school friends tried to teach me. Wasn't very successful, but I'm interested. And then I think 2-3 months later, I ran into Tim in the parking lot and he was like, "Hey, you, D&D?" And I was like, "Yes." And he was like, "Okay, there's this guy, Bob. Oh, in fact, here he comes walking across the parking lot. Bob, Dasha, D&D." And that was the introduction. And then I think Bob invited me to be in the Descent into Avernus campaign.
I first met you in a parking lot?
I think it was the parking lot. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm pretty sure it was the parking lot at school.
So shady.
The most
I remember it.
Parking lots.
A legitimate secret agent meetup.
I know.
Were there
I remember it like it
trench
was
coats involved?
yesterday.
Yeah.
Wow. And
So how
that's
many
how it
of y'all were in Avernus together? All 4 of you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I met John and Nate too, actually.
Jeff, we met you the same time at Battle for Salvation.
Right,
We were playing
yeah.
in Mike's
when we
campaign.
showed up. Yeah.
Yes, you were
Pre-COVID.
playing in Mike's game.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID.
Right.
Yeah, we were
And-
playing live next to you.
Right. And Bob would occasionally drop in on Mike's campaign.
Yeah.
We were the ones ordering Chinese food and
Yep.
sneaking in beer.
Absolutely.
Were
It's
you?
like, yeah. We totally had beers, and we were kind of told like, "Oh, you shouldn't have it here." So
You're
I'm
never
like,
coming back to the gaming club again, John.
I'm good. I live too far away. Plus, I know all those Harrison people.
You are a genuinely terrible example for your students.
Not true. We completely separate our personal lives from our lumberjacking lives.
Yes. And I
One
think
They
this
knew I
cause
was
goes
in the
the other.
CIA. They would.
I think this goes
Yeah.
without saying. We do neither condone nor we don't advocate the actions, nor these are fictional characters, versions of ourselves.
Yes.
None of this
Classic
is
Assassin's
yeah.
Creed entry. The characters in this game are representations. They're meant to represent anyone else in history. Any likeness is strictly coincidental.
That's exactly this whole thing. Coincidental, not
Yeah.
us entirely.
I think we even need the South
We're not
Park
actually
entrance,
here.
too.
It's just people that look like us.
This
That's
is
right.
AI.
Yeah.
The real John was been in bed for about 45 minutes.
There you go.
I
That's
programmed a really good one.
You know what I have to check out though? Maybe I my wife sent me this text the other day. That there's like literally the library that's like 1 minute from my house. Has like a new D&D night starting, and I was like, I gotta go check this out at some point. Like, how can I
Just
be
go
so
in and
close?
just
Yeah.
Pretend to not know anything about the game.
That's what it feels like. Your wife is
That
just kicking
I
you out
would-
of the house.
We should do that.
I'll just
Bob,
show
if you
up.
walk in,
We should
just
video
gonna hear
Bob
whispers.
showing up, learning to play D&D at the library,
Uh,
and run that on the channel.
the tabletop Bob.
Is
I don't
this
think that would happen.
Bob, you could do a meetup there. Sign autographs.
I
all
don't
your
know
fans.
that. I don't know if
yeah.
that will happen, but
get some more
Um,
viewers?
Yeah.
people will be like, "Who? Table who?"
Famous.
I've
tabletop
had
Bob?
experiences like
That's that
that
humble.
as Jawa balls with 40K. Walking into gaming stores I've never been to, and guys like, like trying to give me tips on painting and all that. And then I pull my models out, and they're like, "Oh, you're Jawa balls."
I've actually witnessed the other way around, where people recognize you from your videos, and that's
that
kind of
too.
like a celebrity experience.
Employees pulling receipts off the register for me to sign for them.
Oh, he came in here on this day. Sign it
Yeah.
for me, Jawa balls, please.
Oh, the golden days.
Wow. Yep. Well, it's been nice knowing all of you. Tonight might be a difficult one to handle, so let's jump right in. Last time we played, let me get the music queued up real quick. Last time we played, we actually had a departure from the keep. The final night, though, at the keep proved to be quite eventful. The party witnessed the miracle of the Sun-Kissed, or perhaps maybe the curse, depending on your view of it. The party debriefed after the Reconciliation of Light, after speaking with Briseis and Glendor, and realized that maybe Briseis was, although she was encouraged by Glendor to reveal her true nature, it may not have been inherently some insidious plot. The Castellan, however, was not thrilled as the morale booster was spoiled. Eris gave Mohag a new due, and we learned a little bit more about Mohag's past, specifically his mother, who died when he was just a 10-year-old boy. We also learned that he came from an area that had some undead as well. The party planned to leave in the morning until they were woken by the caravan's arrival. Well, it was maybe not the arrival they expected. A small giant patrol catapulted the bodies of people, horses, and as well as the broken cargo over the wall. This intimidation tactic seemed to work. Glendor encouraged the party to leave post-haste and gave Barak Helios a sending stone so they could communicate. He's ready to strike the giants as soon as possible. The Twisted Root Wayfinder led the party through nearly 50 miles of forest and valleys of the mountain range to the north, what appears to be a barren area of maybe a dead forest of old Ilmith. However, the roots that are taller than most trees filled the area like a maze of hard wood. The tangled masses hid creatures that tried to surprise the group, but Eris was able to gain vantage over one of these roots and saw them coming. The burrowing creatures attacked, and this is where we pick back up. So I'm going to switch us over to our Roll20 view, and we're actually mid-combat. So I have the old initiatives here. Skeggi, you actually have the lead. You're in front here of the initiative, so we're going to start with you.
All right, I need to find us on the map.
Yeah, I can actually ping you all better than. Yeah. Let me just get you and our viewers set up. All right, here we are. Let's switch us over. Okay. Zooming back in. One of the creatures was killed already. Mohag jumped on top of the carapace and slammed his axe right into the undead. And now we've got Skeggi, you are up. You're on the right side of the map. You're on top one of these smaller roots, maybe at this point, maybe 10 feet in the air. I would say that when you first entered it, or climbed on top, it was only a 5-foot climb, but as you get to the thicker part of it, it's now 10 feet up. You can clearly see over the crowd of people here. Cockroach definitely doesn't provide too much cover.
So oh God, as much as I hate to do this, I'm going to have to jump down.
Really?
And go, yeah, really. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I will dash, and I will goose Sasori with the Rod of Lunar Loving.
Go for it.
So we'll give him 3 dice.
Okay.
I have 7 to give, and I get to re-roll 3 of them over the course of the day. Wait, that's not how you do this. Let's try roll 3d8.
And while Jeff's rolling, I'll just explain for anybody who's maybe just watching Against the Giants and did not watch Keep on the Borderlands. This is a magical wand that they created. It was a pretty cool ritual that the entire party had a process in the making of it, and they created a healing wand. Not something that's in 5e. So, and what was the total here, Jeff?
17 total. It's a pretty good roll.
So sorry.
That's huge. Thank you very much.
Okay, and I'm
much
going.
needed.
I have some movement left, and I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and start to get back up on the vantage.
Great, excellent.
That's
all right.
turn.
So Sasori dashes in, gives some healing, and dashes back out. Let's go to Eris. You're up next, and Barak's on deck. Then the creatures will go Sasori, Hyro, Erik.
just to remember from last time, the one I had jumped onto and was attacking, that's the one that died?
Correct. You're here
Okay.
and it's like, maybe on top of its carapace. Its
Okay.
body just kind of like starting to decompose there.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do the same technique with this other one, so I'll run and try to jump on top of it, maybe even run up its back, if that's possible. Would you allow
Sure,
that?
I think we did an acrobatics check last time, correct?
Yes.
It gets a pretty good roll here, though.
18.
It beats you. Yeah. It beats you. So I'm going to say that that's going to just stop your movement when you get to it. You're under cockroach probably, right? Or would you have gone around? Like, where do you think you would have tried to come at it from?
Probably gone... Actually, you know what? If my allies are there, I might have tried to, like, run over one of them, or, like, use one of them as, like, leverage to jump, maybe, but...
The creature has pushed you back. I will say that you're underneath cockroach. We could just put you here for now.
Okay.
And that'll be where you stop. So if you'd like to take your action now, you can.
I will. I'll attack it just from where I am. Again, just with my quarterstaff, and then I'll use my key point to empower that. That's an 11.
11 does not hit. Its armor is pretty tough.
Okay. And I'm going to try again. My second attack, that's a 20.
20
I
hits,
assume
that's for sure.
20 does hit. Great. That is 5 bludgeoning damage. And then I'll use my key point for the 2 unarmed strikes. 16 and 23.
The 23 is definite. The 16 misses.
Okay. 8 bludgeoning from my... I guess, yeah, she's kicking him. She likes to kick.
Sure, yeah. All right,
And then
excellent.
I'm also going to use... No, I can't do that. Never mind. I'm good. I'm done.
Okay. All right, next up would be Barak, then the creature.
Barak nods at Eris. I don't know if she catches it. Well done, as he swings down Dust Crusher. And I think Barak's trying to kind of look around. Dust Crusher, 19?
19 connects.
Excellent. And you said these are undead, right?
It is undead.
All right, so 7 plus 8. 15. And he'll swing again.
It's you
26.
using
Bloody.
shield. Are you wielding two-handed?
Oh, did I do that last time?
How did that come
You're right.
out? I don't remember. I remember a discussion
Shoot,
about
yeah,
it.
no, I was trying to.
We rolled it off, and you said that you dropped the
Yep.
shield.
Yep, I did. No,
And
so
then
that's
So
correct.
this
So
should
it's
be
actually
two-handed damage.
You
not
couldn't-
it would be
one.
17 on that one, and then
Couldn't
that's
impose.
nice.
Yeah, couldn't impose the disadvantage. Took the big
Yeah.
hit.
17 on the first one instead of 15, and then on the second one it's 18. Thanks for the reminder. Thanks,
Yeah,
Jeff.
every little bit.
Yeah.
18. Wow, excellent. This creature is certainly beleaguered. It's wounded. Its pieces of its chitinous armor are falling off. Its undead body giving way to the blows of Dust Crusher, and it's going to try to escape here. It's going to attack before it digs underground. Let's go attack on... Yeah, I guess Barak makes sense here.
Sure.
Oh, no. Ooh, no, Sasori. It attacked you before, right? That's the reason why you had low hit points?
I'm the only one it's attacked, I believe.
It's continuing for you. Yeah. Let's go to the attacks. It has to attack regularly this time because it didn't do its charging thing. Nat 1 on the dice.
That'll do it.
And second attack is...
Oh, wait, can I do reposts on that?
Yeah, if you want to use one of your superiority die, sure.
Yeah, I'd like to try to kill it before it attacks again.
Go for it, yeah. Do you add the riposte die to it, your battle die to it, when it does damage, or is this a thing that just lets you attack?
I think it just lets me attack. Nope, add the superior die. I'm wrong.
Look at the rule.
Add the rule. Add the extra die.
Okay. So first off, you got a 16. We know that doesn't hit. Is there anything else you can do to this?
So many features. I'm sure I can. No.
That'll miss then. Very close.
All right, I had to try.
It gives a 16 to you back with its final attack. Does that hit?
That'll miss. Yay.
Okay. All right. That's its attacks, and it's going to try to run away. Anyone would like to get an attack of opportunity on it? Not run away. It's going to burrow because it wants to do its leaping thing again. It doesn't seem to have as much luck with its regular attacks. If you would take attack of opportunity on it, you can.
I'd love to.
Absolutely.
Yikes.
I don't think so. 13.
No. And Sasori, I'm not sure that you can because you used your reaction, right?
I meant to use my long sword there anyway.
You used your reaction for riposte, correct?
Yes, you're right. Darn it.
Dasha, did you get an attack on it? I don't
My
see your
second
roll.
attack had hit.
No, I meant it's
running
leaving
away.
combat, so you can take a attack
Oh.
of opportunity.
I will unarmed strike. No, 10.
Okay. And Mohag will take one as well. I rolled twice. We're going to take the first one. 25.
Oh,
Mohag
hey.
might just do this,
Be
honestly.
a hero, Mohag. Come on.
Mohag might just do this.
Mohag the Mohawk.
With
Oh.
a... Oh. He rolled a 6. What is his bonus?
Super high.
Why?
Not 11.
That might be. Come on. He's got the mohawk now. He's got a plus for that.
Plus 3. That's a 9. That's going to kill it.
That is, there you go, mohawk.
Hey, for the
Mohag
Mohawk.
takes 2 kills here in this combat. He flicks back his mohawk, the blood and ichor splattering off of it. And he says, "Well then, we've defeated these beasts. Nice work, Barak. Sasori, you did okay."
It was a great job, everyone. Mohag, great kill.
I'll
That
pull out
Mohawk is serving you well.
I'll pull out a handkerchief and give it to Mohag. Or actually, no, I'll walk up to Mohag and wipe his face from the blood. And
Oh.
I'll say, "That was very brave of you. Thank you. We were struggling a little bit there."
I'm sure we had it in the bag. Right, guys?
We always find a way.
Would have sorted it out.
Sasori just sits on the floor, cross-legged.
He's had a tough day.
I go pick up my shield. Sorry, how are you, about how bad are you feeling?
A little
I
bit
want to lay on hands.
around halfway bad.
I
could-
will lay,
I could take like probably 23 more.
Great, I will
20
give you that.
22. Yeah.
I give you that. I lay on hands then.
Thank you.
On a scale of 0 to 17, how hurt do you feel?
I know.
Describe your pain on a scale of 0 to 23.
Am I allowed to ask in that case? Because I just want to give him whatever it is.
Yeah, you can ask. It's fine.
22.
Great.
Now I'm up to full. Thank you. very much.
I also,
Both of you, thank
because I
you.
realized I forgot to do this last time, want to take some time to cast Aid at level 3. For myself, Sasori, and I'll try for Eris.
Sure.
Will you accept some extra life for the fighting? You're right up in the mix.
I suppose it would be foolish to say no, given how strong these enemies were.
Excellent. So that's 10 to each of our maxes.
Did we ever get temporary this time? We did, didn't we?
We did.
11?
Mohawk
Is that
actually had it.
how much you get? 11 from it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's make sure that
Yeah, so you can do some healing here. Perfect. Yeah, so at the end of the combat here, everybody's healing up, checking their wounds, making sure everything is everyone's ready to continue on. And you hear similar sounds of combat actually, to the north. There might be more of these creatures. I would say everyone can hear this. If you'd like to make a perception check, you can see if you can discern any more information. So everybody is allowed to make a check if you choose to.
I would love to make a check. Nope. Send that one.
Okay, so Skeggi and Heironimous, it looks like you
Skeggi,
hear...
what do your dwarf eyes see?
Yeah, your dwarf ears. You don't see because the roots are blocking the way. I think I described this as it's daytime, but like being in a very densely shrouded forest. So there's shadows being cast everywhere. It's not, you don't really have like that much direct sunlight because the roots that are here are so big and large, they're blocking the sun. But you can hear the sound of what sounds like weapons, combat with weapons, just kind of like mimicking this combat, the sounds of this combat here. So,
Bob, can you remind me? Am I misremembering, or did we decide last time that those things were undead too?
They are undead, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Let's make it sure.
Okay. When I was up here, what did I see on the other side over here?
Let me see.
To our right, I don't seem to be able to ping right now. I don't know what's going on. But...
So I'll move you into it. So this area right here is probably one of the bigger roots. So this wall of darkness that you see is one of the bigger roots. It goes up probably like 50, 60 feet at least. I can move you onto it so you can see it. Look how big that sucker is.
Okay. And what's this in between it? This wedge of white with no grid on it?
Yeah, that would just be like more ground that the Wizards of the Coast did not decide to grid.
Okay, lazy bastards. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. I just wanted to know if I saw anything important while I was in the area.
Yeah, and I didn't say this before. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
I was and up here on the up high, I can see up to like just the beginning of more roots.
Exactly.
To the north of us.
Exactly. It looks like more of the same. Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't say this before last time, but I do want to just shout out this book, Big B's Glory of the Giants. It's a 5e book, but I think it really lends well to this campaign. It's actually a really cool book. It's one of my more favorite modern, I guess, recent D&D books from Wizards of the Coast. I don't really buy all the books, but like when I got a hold of this one, I was like, this is a good one for this campaign. And that's where this map comes from. So, all right, let's do it. So we're out of initiative order. Where do you want to go now?
I'm going to send Cockroach high so he can get advantage to see if we could discern a pathway.
And I'm going to continue to walk along the top of the route that I'm on northward as far as I can.
Okay. And I'm assuming everybody just kind of wants to stick together and follow north. That's where the route is leading you.
Yeah,
Yep.
That's
Okay.
Those of us who actually heard it will definitely tell those who didn't.
Okay.
And for the record, Heironimous does not lead the way.
Correct. You
Barak
lead from the back.
is in front of Heironimous. He knows what Heironimous needs.
And he goes up to Barak, by the way, and he grabs him by the tunic and he pulls him down to his face level. And he's like, "Don't you drop your shield again, you dolt!"
Barak.
Flicking the leg.
When you let go, I think Barak holds the look for a second and says, once again, I learned through mistakes.
Can we take the second to like put on our armor and stuff? Because that was like a big crux of that fight, was that no one had time to put on armor. Can we make sure we...
I think you had armor, no?
Ah, then I just didn't update my sheet. Never mind.
That was the
Okay.
previous fight.
Got it.
That was at the keep. Yeah.
Got
You
it,
should have
got it,
armor
got it.
on, yeah. It's been a couple
Okay.
days.
Noted. Thank you.
Yeah, it definitely tells every frontline fighter, I will not be dropping my shield again. That was it sounded cool in my head. Sorry about that.
I walk up and I do one of those really cool handshakes, where you overgrip each other.
Oh, the Predator handshake.
To Barak. Yeah. What is it
Yeah.
called? What is it
The
called?
Predator handshake.
Predator handshake. Yeah. So I do like a really cool Predator handshake and I say, "No hard feelings. Sometimes you must do what is, what feels good."
Oh, thank you, Sasori friend.
Do it for the gram.
You know what feels good is defending you with my shield. Oh.
I always enjoy stabbing from behind your shield, like those Spartans with all the
Oh, yeah.
muscles.
Exactly.
Whoever
Yes.
they are.
They call it the phalanx, right? The phalanx system.
Oh, careful.
The fact that you can sound out a PH, Barak is
Phalang-
like,
Phalanx.
he's so impressed with you right now.
I should have said phalanx.
Polanics.
Palanax. Pahalanex.
Phalanx. That was funny.
Heironimous, when you let go of Barak and you scold him for dropping his shield, the cat pops its head out of your bag and kind of like meows and purrs towards you in your ear, kind of like affirming your conversation. It's almost like good, and like rubs its paw up against your face and things like that. You get a sense that it approved of your message.
Heironimous fights back a smile.
The cat does not like Barak, that's for sure.
Oh,
Oh,
wow. All right.
interesting.
It's already hissed at him. I think it didn't want to be picked up by you. It doesn't like Barak.
Some
All right.
bad blood there.
Interesting.
Now we move north. Cockroach, do you want to move his token separately? Chris, do you want to move? Yeah, perfect. Okay, there you go. You're good. I'm just gonna move the group to catch up with Skeggi.
Thank you.
Where would you like him to go? Straight over these vines here? I'm not sure if you're muted or not, Chris.
What?
Sorry.
In the meantime, Barak is mulling over the idea of getting a dog.
Hello, can you hear me now? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, Chris.
All right. Okay, so I'm zooming out so I can see better, and then I'm gonna fly him this way. I'm looking for a pathway for us to go. It looks like this might be a pathway.
Yes, it does. It looks like the leaves, the vines and the roots give way a bit to the northeast. An opening comes from here, and Cockroach flies high altitude, so he's not necessarily restricted by this in any way, but he's trying to find the path that you could follow. So he heads to the north, and if you move him further, you can see that there's a glowing light of green to the north. There seems to be some sort of a tree that's emanating this glow. It's not really pulsating per se, but maybe just kind of increasing in brightness before fading a little bit. I wouldn't say it's pulsating, it's just not fast enough, but it's certainly
Throbbing?
some sort of, well, I wanted to avoid that word as well. But it is, there's
Avoiding that word is a good idea in general.
there's a couple of, ways to describe it, I'm sure, but it's emanating a magical aura without a doubt, similar to that of the root.
All
Oh,
right.
you mean that similar to the aura, similar to
The necklace,
druidic
yeah.
talisman there? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
That route.
definitely. That's the direction we have to go.
Can you see it with Cockroach, Chris, or no?
Yeah.
All right. Feel free to move your
Heironimous, is
tokens
this
where you'd like.
Root telling you anything other than the direction to go?
No, it only indicates a direction.
All right.
It's pointing that way, and Cockroach sees this tree up there. Let's go.
I'll climb back up onto the
Excellent.
line
Oh,
now
yeah.
if I can. I like being up. I like being not on the ground on these circumstances.
I see
Okay.
you climbing, and I feel like it's a challenge, as a rogue challenge. I'm going to climb with you next to you. Let's have some fun with it.
I just kind of looked at you.
All right. Let's move you to the north. I'll move the tokens together. It'll just be easier that way. Okay. So if you see, there's Cockroach, and there is the tree. Ahead of you, you can see it's a tree. Although it's pretty large, it's about 30 feet high, and its trunk is about 10 feet wide. You get
You
the
said
sense that
30
it's
feet
not
high?
30 feet
10 feet
high
wide?
and 10 feet wide trunk. Although it's relatively large, it does not look like it is fully grown. It has a youthfulness to it. Its roots that bristle on the bottom show some thorns, and the roots maybe come out of the ground. You see some stretches where it's like 5 feet of root at a time. So it's not nearly as big as the trees that whatever made the roots that you saw when you came in, but it is certainly a large tree in its own right. You can also see that there are some stones that have been assembled in some sort of a shape. Definitely patterns, maybe some sort of, from your angle it's hard to tell, but Cockroach sees it directly as the view of the map. So he can see that there's some sort of organization to the formatting, the laying of the stones. And it happens on all sides. There's 4 pointing out diagonally from your direction. So one's pointing northwest, one's pointing northeast, the other one's pointing southwest, and the other southeast, southwest.
Is each stone formation symmetrical to the other as far as we can tell?
They look identical to each other. Mm-hmm. They look identical to each other. So they're not like, it's not like if you were to raise them up, they'd be identical. It's that whatever shape it is exactly the same from this perspective of the tree.
So you're telling me it's not a Zelda puzzle where you need to like add the one missing stone to unlock the Korok? Okay, because that was where my first brain went.
That is exactly where my brain went, John. Bob, can I see if any of this rings any kind of religious spells for me, the stone formations or the
So there's a
tree?
couple of different checks that I would like people to make here. So there's a religion check. There's also a history check. And then I would say also a nature check. Those would be applicable here. I'll allow each, just for the maybe to give each person a chance to like do something different. Choose the one that you would like to make.
I help Barak with his religion check.
They're all -2. It's irrelevant.
So I have no particular skill.
So Barak, Barak and Erik, you can make religion if you'd like.
Can I make religion as well?
You can. Yep. Mm-hmm. Tim, no advantage on this. I don't think this would be an advantage situation.
My religion's not great. I'd prefer to help Erik, but I'll roll 2.
Yeah. Is anybody going to make nature or history?
I'll make a nature check.
I'll
just
do the
randomly.
history.
Yeah, I'll
Nature
have fun with
for-
the history.
Nature for Skeggi, history for Heironimous and Sasori.
Do I know what a rock is? Let's
My
see.
religious inclination is pretty narrow to my guess.
Apparently mine's not great.
There you go. I got a -1. So Sasori's like, oh, look at those giant candies. And I crack a tooth. What the heck?
That's great.
We don't
-1.
know much.
Wrong campaign. Eating things off the floor in the forest, John. That was Witchlight.
That's true.
Excellent.
I mean,
That was me.
I rolled a nat
Oh my
1.
gosh.
I do think that's the first time that's ever happened. I rolled a nat 1 and I have a -2.
That is too.
Like
That's incredible.
a -1 on the like that doesn't happen.
Like, do you fall and like sprain your wrist? Like,
He just dies on the spot.
He gets a headache.
The failure
The
is so
history roll
great.
he gets a splitting headache.
I forgot
Really
I forgot
bad
who I
try.
was. That's so special.
You know what? You keep being struck by the urge to sneeze, but you never sneeze.
It's torture.
Okay, so let's see. I see a couple of very high checks. Like a 15 is the highest I think I see for history. That's Heironimous, right?
Yes.
All right. So Heironimous, you know that in old Ilmyth, that it's not uncommon for things for trees like this or as parts of nature. There's been documentation in ancient texts that powerful magic grows here and surges and makes those natural things larger than life. There have been tales of larger trees in the past. In fact, there's maybe even a tale of like trees that have come alive, things like that. Trees that have magical abilities that come to life and can even bring life. So that's what you know history-wise.
Can I make a connection to my research that I did about the giants?
You might know that this would be no, actually, I don't think so. No, I wouldn't say there's any connection to the giants necessarily through history, nor from your research. I don't think anything in your book would have helped you. In terms of religion, I see a few checks here, but they're all pretty mediocre. An 11 is the highest, right?
Okay, for a second.
Barak,
I think
was that
11
you?
was the highest for
Okay.
Barak.
Barak, you might have read in a or known of like prayers or psalms about chai, especially since you work at the Chai Chapel. That there's the idea or the concept of a Worldroot tree. It's like a special tree in Chai's religion, but other than knowing that it exists, wouldn't be much more than you would know. That's about it.
Sure. I would share that with the group.
And
This
then
tree-
I see
Okay.
Skeggi Nature 12.
Mm-hmm.
This is an ash tree, and ash trees are pretty rare in this part of Ilmith, the northern Ilmith, but not impossible. Just they're not the dominant species of tree here. And this one looks young, despite its size.
Okay, and it's not the same kind of tree as any of the other trees around here, right?
No, it could be. These trees are the roots that you see that you don't see trees that they're connected to, but the roots that are here, they could be similar, very similar. Some of these trees or roots may be of different species, but maybe I wouldn't say that you don't see any connection to them. Maybe there's been some roots that you've passed that have been ash tree roots. Just you've never seen one that size. But yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well,
If this
sure,
is an
fine.
ash tree, can we not get charcoal from it?
Good to have on hand.
Why,
for
why do you need
those fires.
charcoal? Why do you need charcoal, Sasori?
It is the most valuable thing that I know of. It takes so long to find and make, and Heironimous Bosch needs it.
Hmm.
So I'm
Oh.
always on the lookout for the black pearls, as we call it.
Can
Oh.
I
I would
start
just
to?
snarls at him.
Can I start to walk up to the ash tree?
Same.
Yeah.
Would like to get as close to the base as I can without putting myself in like imminent danger.
I'm going to go with him because I want to look behind it. Is there something there?
Well,
I'm
good.
interested in the stones. at the moment.
Heironimous, did you share what you learned about the tree?
Yes, I did.
Great.
Yeah. So everybody shared their knowledge. Yep.
Guys, there are rocks on the ground. I learned that.
So Erik, you get to the tree,
Yeah.
and you see it. It's an ash tree, and you could use some of its sap.
I was gonna say I need to get some sap out of this ash tree. I'm gonna pull out my dagger and I'm gonna try and and my days in Vermonting lumberjacking, I'm gonna tap the tree with my knife, my dagger.
Hold,
try and-
hold on, lad.
I think I might try and
This is not
stop
the
him
only ash tree here, but it
only
might
to
be a
ask
very
friend.
special one.
Yeah. In fact, whatever Skeggi says.
Um,
Well,
give
maybe
me
it's too late.
perception checks. Anyone that's over near the tree. So that would be Sasori, Barak, and Erik.
Yeah.
For the record, Erik, I do not want to prevent you from getting what you need. I just a little sketched out, but take it away from this tree.
I want
Seems like
this
an
tree.
important tree.
I want something from this tree.
Be careful, it's made of ash. Your knife will pass right through it.
Not for nothing. I think
Not
actually,
that kind
Erik,
of
you would
ash.
have disadvantage on this check because you're distracted by the tree. But
I am
it's not
focused
going
on
to
this tree.
penalize the group because Sasori got a 20. So no need to roll it. But we could just say that
Okay.
you've maybe failed or had a
Yeah.
greater chance of failure. All right. So here's what's going to happen. I rolled pretty decent. You might have seen the D20 that came out there. So, unfortunately, you will be surprised as from behind the tree, like in Frozen, I don't remember if it was Frozen 1 or 2. I feel like it had to be 1, right? Like the main hero guy, I forget his name. Is it Hans? Or no, that's the bad guy. Christoph?
Sven?
Sven?
Christoph.
Sven's the reindeer, isn't it?
Ah,
Yeah,
he's the real
Sven's-
hero.
Yeah, that's true.
You're right,
That's
Christoph.
Christoph, yes, the good one. He has like these trolls or whoever they are for his like parents, and they like look like boulders. Well, the
Yeah.
boulders come alive, and they are not boulders. They are humanoid creatures. They wear, and actually, I do have a picture of it, and I want to make sure I can share it in this. Where'd it go? I exited out by accident like an idiot. But I'm gonna get it back in a second. But these creatures.
Control Shift T, Bob.
Oh, is that how you do it?
It will bring it right back up.
Thanks
All right,
for
well-
tech lumberjack.
It's like we're at work again.
Yeah, I know. Well, I already searched for the thing, so I'm here. I'm gonna
Okay.
put it up in the
It's
chat.
one of my favorite shortcuts. That'll
All
be
right,
in
here
my
we go.
next professional development.
There you go. These creatures look like humanoid, but they are tall, like
cool.
7 feet tall. They had like capes on that made it look like the rock formations that were here, but they spring up, and they don't look like perfectly fine. They look a little beaten and battered. There's blood smattering on their clothes and their shields, things like that. They have spears of wood, and they have like a wooden shield. They have pointed ears like that of an elf, but they certainly don't resemble an elf in their stature. They're hardy, furry to an extent, and they are ready to attack. So they're going to surprise everybody. Roll initiative. There are
do I-
in total 6 of them.
Why do I feel the need to try diplomacy? This thing looks so friendly.
Well, fudge. Nice, Heironimous.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Maybe
Well, it's
the
okay.
cat.
Be
Maybe the cat
careful.
can help us.
I rolled a 20 and I still couldn't see them, so who knows if that's good enough to go first.
All right.
I'll be right behind you.
Let's see. What do we got here for initiatives?
You want them top down or bottom up?
Top. Who's high?
20 for Heironimous, 19 for Sasori, 18 for Erik,
Mhm.
11 for Eris,
Wow. Erik beats Eris this time.
4 for Skeggi, and Barak is bringing up the rear.
With
Number
a 1?
Yep.
He won.
And I'll roll Mohag right now. Mohag,
Well done.
he has a +2 as well, so he's got an 18. So he's going to go after Erik. Okay, great. Let's do it. Let's jump in. We'll start with Heironimous. You go first. Oh, sorry. No, they surprised you. My bad. They get to go first.
Okay.
But then you will go first once we get into regular initiative. All right, so there's a couple of creatures here that are close by, and they'll start by disappearing. They disappear. So they go invisible. Let me get... Why can't I... There it is. All right, here we go. They disappear, out of sight, and then they will almost like you feel like teleport, but it's not teleporting. I would say everyone here has seen like Erik Lavernus or somebody disappear before. It looks as though they just kind of like went invisible and then reappeared next to you. I'm going to move their tokens, and they're going to come right here, flanking Sasori, one next to Barak and one next to you, Sasori. Okay. Right there. They reappear right there. And I'm going to attack you. They take their spears and they aim them, one at each of you. And the tip of their spear ignites in fire. The first one is against Barak. 20. Does that hit you?
It does not.
Okay. And then the next one against Sasori. That's a 7. That's going to miss. Actually, they get 2
Wait.
attacks each. So we'll go back.
No.
1 to Barak and 1 to Sasori. Barak an 8. That misses. And a 22 for Sasori. That hits.
That will hit.
18 damage. It's fire damage.
All right, I'm going to have it with Uncanny Dodge.
Okay, great. All right. And then the others in the back are going to start moving. They are going to... you also notice this fire does not catch you on fire or anything like that. It looks obviously somewhat magical. It is like just the tip of their spear is caught in flame. The others are going to move and start to like double move and get around in better position. But they charge in nonetheless. So we're going to go 1 to here. 1, 2 here. 1, 2 here. And they're going to take cover behind the tree. And then there's one that seems like the leader. It's actually a female. She moves towards the center of the tree as well. And she's going to call out, "Intruders! Leave the Worldroot alone!" And then we get to Heironimous. Chris?
Can't hear you.
You're muted.
I know. I'm sorry. I keep my son's kind of loud in the background, so I keep myself muted.
No worries.
Mirror image. Heironimous will cast.
Okay.
And he's gonna be like, does he get any sense of what these things are at all? Has he recognized them, or?
I don't think you've ever seen them. But if you... Oh, you actually read a little bit about the giants. I'll give you a history check.
Heironimous, in his old age, what I get?
It's not
11.
terrible. It's not terrible. You can recognize that they're some sort of giant kin. The name escapes you, but they are related to giants.
I guess I'm looking for. Would they be reasonable for us to negotiate?
They're intelligent creatures, yeah.
I'm gonna call out. He's sorry. He didn't mean it.
Are
I'll
you
back up a
are you
bit.
trying to persuade them to stop attacking?
Well, I mean, sure.
But I'm sorry.
is-
I'm assuming is you're saying we're not intruders or something like that. That's what your
Yeah,
intention is.
yeah.
So give me a persuasion check.
Well, this might just provoke them to attack, but let's see. Oof. How about a 0?
Oh,
Some of the others that are in combat are like, "I don't believe them. Look at them. They came armed."
Erik looks distinctly unsorry.
All right, let's go
And I'll send Cockroach in to aid against one of them.
Okay, Sasori, you're up next. Then Erik Lavernus.
I look at the one in front of me inquisitively. Of course we came armed. If we didn't have arms, how could we hold our weapons? But that does not mean we come in anger. We are here to protect the keep. And all those that would attack it. Are you one to attack the keep? I'm
The one you're
staring-
fighting. The one you're
This guy.
fighting.
The one that just hit me. Yep.
What keep? And what do you do? Do you stand down? Do you attack?
I'm going to walk over here, trying to get not in between the two of them completely, maybe a little closer to that spot. And no, I really think it sounds like they want to protect. My first instincts were like, they don't look evil. And I'm going to say, I do not like this tactic where you disappear and show up. I'd be very happy to fight you with honor. But I think you should know our intentions here are not to hurt this misshapen tree, this interesting thing here.
Okay, you can give me a persuasion check.
I'm not lying. $18.
18. They look at you, especially the leader here, the one that's to the north of the tree, peeks her head out and looks towards you and sees that you're covered in similar blood and ichor and things like that, and maybe whistles or something as a response to stand down. There's a hesitation amongst the warriors. Erik Lavernus, if you're willing to attack, then we continue it on. Otherwise, we can hold off.
Can I cast invisibility on myself?
Okay.
I'll do that. I want to go invisible.
All right, so you disappear. Where'd that one go?
I was hoping they wouldn't notice. I guess that's fair.
Well, there's one that's only 10 feet away
Yeah,
from you.
that's
so,
the hindsight being 2020. That makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Where'd that one go? And then we go to Mohag. Mohag is not going to attack, but he's not going to do nothing. He's going to move into a better position. He's down here at the bottom, so he'll go and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll double move towards Sasori and just be there in case anything happens. So he'll get right up to you, be by your side, you know, like the two best friends that anyone could have. And then
Two best friends.
yeah, the creatures, they don't attack, but they reiterate, "Stand down!" Many of the warriors call out, "Tell that one to come back! No deception!" Things like that. They don't attack, but they probably would all ready an attack were Erik Lavernus or anybody to try to cause harm to their friends. And then we go to Eris.
Eris, seeing the situation unfolding in front of her, will slowly approach the tree in a non-threatening manner. And as she is approaching, she's kind of stashing her quarterstaff. I assume she keeps it kind of like on her back. Maybe she has a holster. She's stashing it and kind of putting her hands up and saying, "Please don't attack. We come in peace. Erik, show yourself."
And
So
Erik,
let's go.
if you want to let it go, I'll let you do it out of combat right now if you want to.
I don't really want to, I'm being honest. I kind of want to sneak around the tree where they can't see me.
We'll hold it on. This
Minor,
is-
like minor illusion. Someone that looks like you.
Yeah, I do have like invoke duplicity or like there's other
Deceive
options.
them yet again. Yes. Hold on.
Yeah,
hold on one
that'll-
second.
Surely.
How to win friends and influence people.
One second,
surely
though.
this could-
1 second. Well, you hesitate in this moment, and this all happens
Yeah.
within 6 seconds, of course. So, Skeggi and Barak, I'll let you take your turns, and then at the end of the round, Erik, if it's relevant, you can come back or not.
Yeah.
Skeggi, you're up.
Okay, well, I will take a couple of steps forward. I can't move my token for some. There we go. And I'm holding my crossbow out by the butt, pointed down. Okay, I didn't drop it, but I clearly can't shoot it without going readying it. So I'm like one hand out, the other hand's holding the crossbow dangling down. Okay, and I'll say something like, "Friends, we were drawn to this place. We are here on a mission, and I think we're not enemies."
And when nice
was
work,
just
and when you sorry, I interrupted you. Keep going. I'm not
I was
looking
just
at
saying,
the
Heironimous displayed the talisman.
You're muted, Crystal. If you said something.
I can leave it on because my son went to bed. I'll pull it out and kind of hold it up.
The talisman, right?
Yeah,
The talisman.
the talisman.
This causes even more alarm from the creatures, and they look like they are even more on edge. In fact, I would say some of the more unsteady hands here will let an attack go. Like, for instance, the ones that are here in combat surrounded by enemies will let their attacks, their ready to attack, go.
Really?
They're going to do one on Barak again and one on Sasori. One on Barak and one on Sasori.
Can I take the hit?
Yeah, I think you can, because it's... Oh, wait. Do you have to be 5 feet to John or to the enemy? I forget.
No, he means can he just like let
Can
the
I
person
like
attack him?
lower my defense?
Oh, okay. Here you go. What did
I
I
didn't
get
say
here?
that, by the way. I don't want to do that.
No, that's my dumb decision.
I was just clarifying what Nate wanted.
I was like,
That's a paladin move.
if we can't throw our shield away, we need to do something dumb. You know.
All right, so you're going to allow this one to hit you.
Turn the other
Okay.
cheek, if you
Oh
will.
God.
You take 22 fire damage.
No!
The one against Sasori, he has 2 attacks. Oh, a crit and a 13, that misses. So the
Yikes.
crit is 19 damage. Actually, worse than the one against Barak, which was not a crit.
Yeah, well, I'll have that. I suppose I still have my reaction. Or
Yeah,
again.
you didn't take a reaction this turn, no.
Yeah, it was like a whole time ago. Oh yeah, because I spoke. All right.
Okay.
I wish there was a way to add that aid, Nate. There's no good way for me to remember that.
I know. I have to write it down and then
Yeah.
just keep track until my hit points go below it. It's kind of annoying.
Wait,
You can manually change it. It's just annoying to remember.
on D&D Beyond or on Roll20?
You can add temper hit points on D&D Beyond, or sorry,
Yeah, but aid,
increased
hit
max
points, though.
hit points, but
Yeah.
it's annoying. You have to like manually go in and do it.
and then I have to
You can-
remember. I have to
you can do
remember
it
to
on-
lower it later.
You could do it, but you just have to remember next time that you did it and that you don't have 10 extra hit points in your max. It's
There's a spot on
There-
D&D Beyond.
There
for
is, yeah,
temporary
max
hit points.
HP modifier.
no,
Oh,
I'd
really?
say you could change it, but then like I
You have to
get
remember to
nervous
change
that
it.
I'm gonna forget that I
Okay,
changed it
gotcha.
10 points higher.
Just
You know.
put them in the
And then we're gonna have a
temp
Hieronymus
space.
boss
Just-
situation
Yeah,
where
then,
I have
then all of
like
a sudden you've got like
400.
103 hit points.
Just do what Hieronymus does. Come on. All right.
just keep adding
going.
them every time.
I'm a
So here's what
wizard with
happens.
150 HP.
Yeah,
We love you, Chris.
he's tough. So here's what happens. The two that kind of lose their nerve when they see the talisman, the ones that are engaged with the party, they're ready to one attack. Oh, actually, wait. They only get one attack. Sorry.
Oh,
Because it's
Wait,
a
so-
reaction.
which one was first?
The crit.
Of course it was. Man,
The crit.
nothing.
And I'm not
nothing's
lying.
coming up, Sasori. I believe you. No,
Yeah,
you're not.
our viewers can see it. Yeah, it's there. So, the first one, strikes Barak, and he lets it happen, and he watches that, and he looks a little kind of bewildered at the fact that you let it hit him. The other one attacks Sasori and gets a critical hit, maybe really threw you for a loop, their hesitation. But the others don't, but they ready themselves, and then the leader, she steps out and says, "No one attack! Not unless I tell you to! Where did you get that talisman?" And that's going to be like the end of essentially Skeggi's turn and their reaction. It'll be Barak. You're up next.
Great. Yeah, I want to sheath Dust Crusher on the side, kind of hold my shield to the side, and say, this talisman came to my friend Heironimous, and we sought to return it to its home. We honor Chai and the gods, and only seek to bring this talisman home. Please, if you'll lay down your weapons, we just want to talk.
Okay. I'll give you one more persuasion check. I'll give you advantage on it
Excellent.
based on what you've said. Advantage not needed, but an 18
Excellent.
will be successful. The other two will step back. The combat seems to be over on their side. If you don't attack them, I should say, as they step back.
Can I feel Erik?
Well, that's a complicated question.
Like, yeah,
You have
Short
to have
answer
his-
is yes. The
you have to
longer
have his
answer is
consent.
not on stream.
movement left in my turn. There's any, yeah, God, I wish.
Yeah, you might reach back, and he's still in his square, so there's a chance you'll hit him.
I just want to say, because as far as I don't know why he needs what he needs,
Right. Mm-hmm.
right? So I want to turn and say, I know you have your mysteries, but right now I need you to chill out. Yeah. I don't think that's typical for me, so yeah.
Erik, what do you do?
I think Barak and I have been in prison together. We've done some time together. This cuts through. I think Erik will drop the invisibility, which is unfortunate, but
Very sorry, but appreciate it.
You steal things
So
on
that's
your
an
way
8.
out, not on your way in.
Porque no los dos.
I'm going to take us out of Roll20 screen for our viewers. We don't need it open right now. So let's talk. So the woman who I guess you don't really know what these creatures are, but they're humanoids, and this female walks towards you, and she sees, the group. I guess Barak would be the closest to her, so she'll come to you, and she says, "The talisman, bring it to me." And she looks past you towards Heironimous.
I turn and look at Heironimous.
I'll walk up. We found it in a loot pile that after we killed the giant.
The creatures all look at each other. Some gasps, yeah. What?
And I'll bring it up and show it to her, but I won't take it off. I'll just hold
The
it up.
giant that attacked us.
The cat is purring right on the side of your ear as you approach, and the leader, it seems, she steps forward. She says, "You killed the giant that had this?"
Well, defeated the giant.
More likely dispatched.
We let it go.
Showed it mercy, you might say.
We turned it into a goat.
Because it was a bad boy.
My name is Kalira Sapseer, and we are the Worldroot. I can't speak. The Worldroot Wardens. Welcome to the Worldroot sapling. He motions to the tree that's here.
It's a
We
great honor to
are
make
the
your
Char
acquaintance.
Coalition, heroes of the keep on the borderlands.
And I'm Eris.
She's not part of the group.
I'm not one of them.
She's keeping her distance.
And I am
Note of that.
Mohag.
That's the most offensive thing that's happened so far.
And I'm Mohag the Great, he says. But I'm also part of the Char Coalition, he said.
Just so we know, that's Grate because of his personality.
She says, "We, the Wardens, are protectors of the Worldroot." And she looks around and she says, "You are here now because you have stolen something that did not belong to you. Though the creature that took it from us, or was given it to from us, was a very cruel creature. Is he alive?"
I don't even know.
We just told you.
I looked at Heironimous.
I'll let
Is
you guys
he-
handle the conversation on this.
Is he maimed?
Now.
He was maimed, yes, but we did not have the proper means to completely kill him in the moment. It was quite a sudden attack. I believe one of these turned him into a goat and tied him up somewhere.
Some of your maybe, I don't know, enemies, allies, whoever these people are. Some of them chuckle at the fact that they heard he was turned into a goat, and some of them are still very serious. You can see there's some mixed reactions amongst them. The woman, though, doesn't give off. She has a good poker face. She doesn't seem to react to that statement. His name is Grom the Bitter. He's a cruel giant, vengeful. If you haven't killed him, and he is able, he will hunt you down in his shame and fury.
If I may ask a question, if he is so cruel and terrible, why did you give him this talisman in the first place?
We may need to have a lengthier discussion. Please, come this way. She'll take you over towards, like, the edge of these rocks over here, towards the north, and she'll set up. They have a little bit of, like, a campsite, now that you recognize it, although it doesn't really look like a typical human campsite. It's mostly, natural items here. There's no, like, tents or stuff like that, but there's some natural stones that they've built up that you can, like, hide for, get some shelter from and cover from. They have what appears to be a fire that's they can start. And so they'll bring you over towards their campsite and settle down. They are cleaning their armor. It looks like they have the ichor from the creatures that you fought, the undead creatures, on them as well. And she says, "I see that you have fought the crawlers. They're terrible
Really?
creatures. They burrow here into the Worldroot. They want the sapling.
Well, there'll be too few of them.
Why is the
Yes.
sapling so important to so many people?
Why is it important to you? You came to take from it. He looks directly at you when she says that, not the rest of the group.
I came to borrow from it. Just
What do you
a little
need?
Bit of sap. Just a little bit of sap. I wish no harm on the tree. I just need some sap.
One of the creatures says, "What will you use it for?"
An exfoliant. I need it for my skin.
Exfo? What? They don't really
got
understand.
good
None of them
texture, good
understand
grit.
what that is.
Rub it on. Gets out blackheads.
The creatures all settle in and hear that, what you're using it for. They seem confused. They don't seem like they have the greatest vocabulary. She seems to be the one who speaks the best common. I'm gonna have a hard time if I were to try to do it, but like most of them speak broken common, and they communicate amongst each other in giant. I know many. I don't think anybody here speaks it, but they seem to communicate. You can maybe identify that it's giant, but not know it.
I want to definitely buddy up with the one that attacked me,
Okay.
and I'm gonna.
You want to
kinda-
give him a weapon to slay you one day?
No, I'm gonna give him some ribbing. I think at first I would say, like, after she said stand down, I'd kind of like, give him one of those little hard pat on the backs and be like, I remember my first time in battle. The nerves always get to you, don't they? Hey, buddy.
He says in like a very patchy, broken common that you fight well for a human.
You fight well for whatever you are. You're the first I've met of you.
We are Furbog. Proud Furbog.
How do you spell it?
All hail Furbog, friend.
F-I-R, like fur. Bolg. B-O-L-G. It's all one word, though. Furbog.
I was spelling it fur, like F-U-R, like they're.
Fur like the
Like
tree.
if you've played Warcraft 3, they are a hilarious race of creatures.
Okay.
Wait,
Far.
oh my god. Is this the one from Adventure Zone Graduation? Is this what he's playing?
I don't
Yes.
know.
Think
Adventure
so.
Zone.
I'm basically only talking to Nate. I just started watching that yesterday. That's so funny. You're listening to that.
They're
Okay, cool.
Furbogs. Yeah.
They're Furbogs. Yeah, I'm genuinely trying to befriend this guy, and we can keep the rest of it happening off screen. But, no hard feelings, yada yada, back and forth, that kind of thing.
They do seem jovial now that you're speaking with them and sitting amongst them and cleaning your armor alongside them. The only one that's really very, very serious is the leader. The woman who's the leader is Kalira. And she says to you, "How do we know that you're telling the truth? That you've spared his life?"
Roll an insight check.
I perk
Prove
up
it.
and say,
Uh,
I have never lied about what I have and have not killed. If I'd killed it, I'd be honored to tell the truth.
If you would like, I can turn one of you into a goat for a moment.
"Oh, I would like to be turned into a goat."
Oh,
And,
this guy's fun.
She says, "Torin, not now." So this one's
Yeah,
name
feels
is
like a good
Torin.
time.
Torin's like, "I'll do it. I'll do it. I want to see from the goat's eyes."
do it.
Is this the one that I'm befriending? Because that
Sure,
guy's the
yeah.
best.
Yeah, it'll be
He's
him,
aw-
Torin.
He's
Yeah.
awesome. I'd say, you should be a goat. It's the greatest of all time.
I, Torin Barkshield, will be the goat.
God. God, I hate it. Well done.
I love it.
It's so
Will
good.
you do it, Eric Lavernus?
Yeah, I'll absolutely do it. I don't know if we have to if he can force fail the wisdom saving throw.
He can. Yeah. Mhm.
Then yeah, it's a he will be turned into a goat then.
So how do you do it? What do you do?
Let's see. I need a verbal and somatic components and a caterpillar cocoon for my material components. So I grab my my holy sigil necklace,
Mhm.
and I reach into like a pouch with my my stuff for casting, and I wave my hand and mutter under my breath, "Let this change be not permanent." And poof! In front
And
of
as
you see a goat that is gray with a long beard and those freaky vertical eyes. You know the ones.
Yeah, they seem to have like magical abilities, so this is not like uncommon to them or anything like that. But you know, they when you take out the caterpillar, whatever it was, the remains or whatever the caterpillar cocoon, they all look at it and like I imagine the camera is like focusing now on the spell components. It's right up to your your hands as you pull it out, and like in the background of the shot, there's like all the Furbog looking wide-eyed at seeing what you're doing, and then you lay your hands out and he turns into a goat. He just starts to morph downward towards the ground and eventually...
Oh, the old Animorphs book cover in reverse.
Yes, Animorph book cover becomes a goat. And he's like...
goat.
Yes, he bleats and he goes... Blah.
He's
They all
goat.
cheer, hoot, and holler.
In theory, it lasts for an hour, but if he or the leader wanted, listed earlier, we can do that. No problem.
Fine, release him, she says.
Ah, that was way too quick. All right, fine. I'll wave my hand and he's back to being not a goat.
The real question is, did he look like LeBron or
Steph?
He looked like
MJ.
LeBron in that new upcoming or just released movie where LeBron's a goat playing basketball.
No, it's
I think
Steph
that's
Curry.
Stephen Curry.
Oh, jeez. Please, it shows you I know about sports.
But I was making a "Who's the greatest of all time" reference because that's sport talk radio every February.
That's it.
Is it MJ? Is it LeBron?
He's Tom Brady.
John
That's
hates
it for
that.
me, folks. Good
I
night.
just-
I was
I
going to
just-
say, it's been a good stream, everyone. I'll see you next week.
Open my mouth a little bit. All right.
We're going to talk about sports ball.
Hello,
the rest of the night.
comfortable here. How do I... Ah, God.
So, Kalira, she says, fine. That'll be enough. And you turn him back into Torin. And he's like giddy about it. He goes over and talks with his friends. And she says, you here, putting us into a difficult position. You're attacking giants, and yet we are giant kin. What do you need of us?
Well, actually, giants are attacking us and our settlements. We are simply defending our homes. They're being very aggressive and seem to be migrating and congregating somewhere in the north. We don't want to harm anyone, but we are being harmed, so we have to fight back. And we wish no harm upon you or your tree.
Well, it's good. The giants came here, asking to recruit the wardens. They wanted us to abandon our sacred oath to the sapling. And she kind of puts her hand up against it, and almost like lovingly touching it as if it's alive. And she looks back at you and she says, we declined their offer.
What was their offer? What did they want you for?
They want the rest of our... there's more of us. These aren't the only wardens. We have a community nearby. They wanted us to fight their war for them. The war against the humans to the south.
What's the cause for them to want to fight the humans? This is what we cannot figure.
I'm not quite sure myself, as we, the Furbog, are not giants. There's just a bit of it that I was explained. The divine binding. Have you heard of this?
Oh no.
I don't think anyone has.
Long ago,
Nope.
giants were bound by a divine order, the gods. The gods had created a sacred duty for them. They were protectors of this world. They have been summoned. The old covenant that bound the giants, the bones of this world, has now called.
Oh, I thought you were
What are
telling
they
us what it was
protecting?
called. Okay.
Yeah,
If
Maybe
they're
I'll-
protectors, what are they protecting?
This world.
From anything that lives on it?
From you, she says, with a seriousness in her tone that she hasn't even shown this at this point.
our presence in farming and chopping down trees and using nature? What is it they are protecting this world from that we do?
I'm not quite sure, but the giants are certain that the humans have risked the lives of every creature on this planet.
So I do think like
Or in
one
this
of
realm.
us is a human, right? Like most of us are not humans.
Yeah, but when she says that, she kind of just
I'm a
refers to
human.
like
I'm a
you
human.
like humans and settlement, things like
There's
that.
human
Two.
adjacent.
Okay,
You would
so
get
kind
that
of
sense.
Civilized, yeah. Okay.
Okay. I was like, there's only 2 humans in the party.
I want to look
Yeah.
around and say to everyone but Eris, to be fair, several of us also have now traveled between planes of existence. Like, we are not
Mhm.
regular people.
The giants came here with a leader. His name is Nosnra. And if you'd like to spell that, it's Nosnra. Nosnra. He has been chosen by this divine binding as the chieftain. One who will coordinate all of the hill giants. He's imbued with a primal fervor. He's their leader.
And their mission is to eliminate the humans.
Exactly. War. A sacred war. Against you.
Do you know where Nosnra is?
I do. But I'm not quite sure that I should be involved. We want to be a part of the protecting of this sapling
Understood.
and nothing
Is
else.
this I'm curious about this sapling. Why is it sacred to you? Would I know this?
You probably don't. I think you failed that
No,
religion
okay.
check, right?
So great.
She says, well, the original Worldroot tree that was planted by the harvester herself, and you would get the sense that she means Chai, has died and been reborn many times. And it's our job as the wardens of the Worldroot to make sure that that stays alive, that the magic keeps growing from the last.
Of course.
It's the magic that has kept the rest of your lands safe. You say you
So
come
it's
from this
important.
keep to the south?
Indeed. Well, would you be willing to perhaps share some information with us if I attempted to offer more magic to this tree? I felt
Offer?
a powerful magic surge when we approached.
How so? How would you offer it magic?
I don't know. Recently, I've been able to kind of surge magically at times, and it's a bit unpredictable, but if I could direct it into the tree, I might be able to aid its growth.
Borin will say, that's a dark magic. We need none of it here at the tree.
That's fair. I bear the magic of Hyperius. I have honored Chai, but I also understand if you don't want that influence on your sacred tree.
Are these your rulers, your leaders?
Who are they referencing?
The gods.
Chai and Hyperius, I'm guessing.
Oh, then. Yes. They are who I have honored.
I'll look down when you say that.
I said I.
What
I
did
know.
they call Chai? The
Sorry,
gardener?
The
The
harvester.
harvester.
The harvester?
Mm-hmm.
The Chai harvest. At this, I kind of peek up. It puts my... Ah! I passed out many flyers to honor the harvester.
Indeed,
You-
this whole party took place in a festival honoring Chai.
Really? You go
Huh.
you call her by different names? Hyperius?
No, admittedly, Hyperius is a different god. One who
Is
is friendly with Chai, though, and I learned to respect and honor Chai as I led followers of them for a couple of years.
They look confused, but they'll take your word for it.
Okay,
She
fair
does go by many names. The Root Mother, the Harvester, Chai, she says with a weird, like, it doesn't feel right off of her tongue, you know?
enough.
Chai. Ugh. Ugh.
The Root Mother.
Yeah, the lattes are pretty gross. I feel you.
Ah. Anyway. She says, we trust you, but that you're not here to harm the tree, but we don't believe that we should be in the middle of this war. It's not our place. And
Would
how
be
would I
best.
know that after you fight these giants and win the war, that the rest of your civilization won't come encroaching on the sapling like it did years ago? We're not old enough to remember, but we know the stories. There used to be a human civilization here. We've mostly been able to remain hidden due to the magic of the Worldroot, but there was once a civilization here.
Does that ring any bells to anybody?
Yeah, Old Illmouth,
yeah,
probably.
we knew about Old Illinois.
Okay, got it. I was gonna say.
I mean, and I look over to like Barak at this point and be like, well, there are lots of bad humans.
Oh, yeah.
Not everyone's
I
as
nod.
nice as us.
Yeah, I'll
Xander-
nod at Sasori.
Present company are very much the
And
exceptions. among
say,
humans.
Bander Farthright, if you know what I mean.
I can promise that the rest of the world won't attempt to take what isn't theirs, that they'll fall to their greed, that they'll succumb to selfishness rather than generosity and caring for others. But I can tell you why we're here, and that's to end the conflicts that plague our world. And right now, many of us have seen a lot of death from giants. We simply hope to learn and return this piece of the root to you. We're just trying to help.
And at this point, the cat will jump out of the bag, Heironimous. Purrs, rubs against your leg one more time. And then we'll trot over towards the Furbog as she's there. She looks down, doesn't seem to know what's going on, but right before your very eyes, the cat unanimorphs and stands upright.
There
It
it
grows.
is.
It grows from a small, maybe like 15-pound cat with lots of fur and rises to a nearly 8-foot tall, 400-pound half ogre.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
That's a twist.
Yeah. And I'll give you the description of this ogre.
What's the other half?
That's a good question.
Like, it kind of makes it kind of important.
He has
Begs the
black
question,
hair.
certainly.
Yeah, he has black hair on the sides. It's black hair. The sides of his head are shaved. So he kind of looks like Mohawks new do.
Okay.
Mohags new do.
Fun.
However,
That's a real Mohawk.
he combines the best of both worlds and pulls the hair into a top knot. It's got a little bone
Stellar.
going through it. He wears mostly like animal furs and leather armor. It's light though. Most of his body is exposed. He has a bone chest cuirass. I forget how you pronounce that. And a animal skin cloak. And he stands now tall, cracks his back, stretches out left, a little right. Takes a deep breath in, and he says, nobody seems alarmed except for you guys, I would assume. The Furbogs don't. But he says to Kalira, they can be trusted. I've been with them now for quite some time. The Furbog are all like happy and thrilled. They say, Magar! Magar! It's Magar! And he looks at you, Heironimous, and he says, this one in particular is very trustworthy.
No, I'm not.
He is modest as well. Magar, where have you been? Well, when the giants came, I knew that we had to do some of our own reconnaissance. I went to their keep. Not much of a fortress, if you ask me. He looks to all of you. They're relatively harmless.
That's
Define harmless, because from what we've seen, they can be quite destructive.
I meant you.
No, he's talking about our.
Oh,
We're
I was
harmless.
so confused. So you went from talking about the Giant's Keep
No.
to saying they're relatively harmless.
We're the harmless ones, lass.
Great. Amazing. Dash is confused.
Sitting
Eris
up
is
and down.
Which
confused.
brings up a good point. The best option of all would be to avoid the war entirely.
They're harmless. However, they have been tasked to come here to alert an army of theirs towards the giants' stead.
The humans have no idea what the giants want in harassing them. If there
He
is
nods.
something,
He'll
there
agree with you.
is-
He's nodding along with you as you speak. He's like kind of just. He's very like over the top with his gestures. Keep going.
giants have been gallivanting around Ilmet and other continents as well. We hear creating great havoc, raising cities even, and the humans have no idea even why or where they're going, but they're clearly going somewhere.
This makes great sense, she says. Apparently, from what we've been told by I can't remember. I never pronounced his name right.
Nazra.
Naznra. That this is the way of the binding. All the giants are connected in some way. They can feel it through the soil itself. Perhaps it sounds like you have no idea why they would be doing this, but there must be something that happened that could cause alarm. Is there some great war, or... We try to stay out of your politics.
Question from player to the game master. I mean,
Yeah.
are we aware of any political upheaval that would resound around the world? I mean, our
I think only
adventures at the
Skeggi-
Keep have been pretty minor.
Yeah, I think
the
only
grand
Skeggi
scheme
would
of
have
things.
any sort of like other worldly knowledge. And
Yeah.
I mean, there have been wars. I mean, you've seen worse wars than the ones that are being fought maybe on your continent right now. Like, there have been worse wars throughout the world, and this is not something that, it's not like there's any, anything out of
Have
the
it-
ordinary.
No Vecna stuff
Wars
here, right? That's not part of
Between
this.
giants and small folk in living memory, or
No.
have they mostly just steered away from each other,
Correct.
apart from probably very localized
Yeah.
encounters?
100%. Yeah, that's what you would know. It's exactly it.
I
Can't think of any reason.
I've walked the face of this earth for over 3 centuries, and I don't know what could have been done, even by humans, to have triggered the entire population of giants at once to unite against them. For the most part, the two folks stay away from each other.
Tell him about the world tree, Magar says. She looks over to the north. You can't see it through the shadows and all the other vines, but she looks north. And she says, there was once a world tree in its larger iteration. She looks at this one. There was a bigger tree, one that gave us much stronger magic to protect this land than the sapling you see here. This one will be a good tree one day, but not now. It's small. That's why those creatures are coming here. It cannot protect the area from them. 4 years ago, something happened. The tree was rotting from inside. It fell over. Destroyed. He gets really teary-eyed about this.
4 years ago was when we fought. What's her face? Right?
Xander and Nylissa.
Corvus the Bloody.
Melissa,
Yeah.
thank you.
Mhm.
Corvus the Bloody, right?
We believe it was a warning. There's supposed to be some sort of a beacon that goes off when the end of times are near. The divine binding calls the giants to them. Like an alarm. We do not know what it is. We thought you might have information.
Does this harvest god have any enemies? Who would do something to this beautiful tree?
Demons, devils, Margar says.
Those words... Oh, this is not Sasori's.
There are evil gods.
What kind of alarm could be so loud as to notify every giant across the world?
She shakes her head. I do not know. I wish I could help you more. You seem good of heart and nature, but as I said, it's not our place.
Are you saying the giants believe that this is the end of days?
Or that if they don't protect this earth, it will be.
Is there any way that we could perhaps help you, and you could help us? Or will you not share where this giant Nosnra is?
She looks to Mogar and to the rest of the Furbog, and she says, I don't believe it's our place. Don't look at me like that. And Mogar says, if they're truly meant to kill them, then fate would have it that way.
I can promise to try diplomacy first, but they are destroying towns and civilizations. We need to do something.
It is true, Mogar continues. I witnessed it. They took the humans, tore them limb from limb, cast them over the walls of the keep. Bloodshed everywhere. The Furbog even look alarmed at this.
I'll step up also and I'll say, they killed my whole family, everybody I knew and loved. Everyone killed within moments. And it's continuing here at the keep. I'm not from here. This spans continents.
Mogar says, I am sorry to hear that you have been so affected. The hill giants are the weakest minded. Some of them do not take the binding seriously, while Nosnra does. Any in his close command, they will take it seriously. But the ones that you have encountered were probably taking advantage of their unification.
As giant, did you all feel this alarm or this binding?
Torin, the one that made friends with Sasori, says, I knew something was wrong. When that tree fell, I sensed it. And all the rest of the Furbog say something as well. They're like, yeah, I remember that, yeah.
He has good instincts. We should trust him.
I think we should tell them, Mogar says.
I cannot wait to have a beer with Mogar.
Why are we not doing that right now?
Yeah, right.
What's wrong with us?
Just let's finish the meeting.
I think
We're almost-
Cat's got his tongue.
Well done.
She says, we can guide you there. It will be nearly impossible to find on your own. I'll take them there, Mogar says. I've already done some spying on the giants myself. He shows, he's got like on his side, he's got these little effigies, like little, almost like what is it called? Like, oh gosh, like corn husk dolls, that sort of thing. He's got them on his belt, and he points to them, and you can see they're intertwined with like hair and things like that. There's a few of them there, these effigies.
Like voodoo dolls?
Similar to that, yeah, but not obviously. That's a real world, myth. But yeah, this is like he's like pointing to them on his belt, and he's like, "This one here is your friend, the Bitter."
What?
Will you help us fight him?
The giant who came here, demanding that we help him.
Grom.
And he says, if they don't, and he says to Kalira, if this group gets out of hand, I've got lots of hair from them.
Oh,
Oh man. I don't love that.
Mohawk's shaking in his boots with all that hair.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mohawk's like, he's like, what?
all the hair he chopped off and
Yeah.
threw away.
It was all over the floor that night.
Haircut.
Yeah. The floor was full of it.
The
He
cat
looks at
rolled
him.
around in it.
Yeah.
And thank God Sasori has been bald since the day he was born, like mini-me.
Yeah, so just to give
That's
you a
not
little recap here, and thank you by the Itsy Bitsy Spider in the chat gifting the memberships. Always appreciate the support. Basically what they've said to you is that there has been some sort of like, equivalent of like a Ragnarok, event, an end of times coming, and there has been some sort of a warning, a beacon should have been lit, and that this has caused a old pact of the gods to basically enlist the giants in this sort of holy war. Some of the giants, especially the leaders, take it very seriously. Others don't, and it does seem to coincide in the same timeline as when you fought Corvus the Bloodied. And I think all of you would recognize that, except maybe Sasori.
and Eris.
Oh yeah, and Eris. Yeah, of course. The Char Coalition would recognize that.
And so you're saying that it was this tree was rotted?
This tree is the new one, but to the north there's the old one that fell.
I'm getting like Ocarina of Time, Deku Tree vibes. Like this is the new little.
This is the
sapling
new
tree.
sapling.
Okay,
exactly.
And now the one that died 4 years ago, or fell sick 4 years ago, whatever, was not the one. That's not the older one that was here before Old Ilma. That was. So there've been a series of trees.
Yeah, they've said that over the span of the literally existence of the planet, there has been many world trees, but they grow and then they eventually die, and then new ones rise up, and it's their job to be the keepers of these trees.
Is there only ever one at a time?
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And is it always in this location, or does it appear at different places around the world?
They didn't actually tell you that. They didn't have that conversation. So if you'd like to ask that, we can go back into character.
Oh yeah. I would definitely, I would like to know more of the history of the world too, so perhaps we can protect it.
This valley,
ensure its survival.
This valley is sacred, Mogar says. This valley is relatively hidden. The only way you found your way here is because of that. And he points to the talisman that you handed over to Kalira. Of course, the giants and other giantkin can find it, but humans have a hard time finding it.
Well, it seems we were meant to be here since this came into our possession. I wonder though, is the world tree? There's always only one, right?
Correct.
Is it always? It was always in this valley. Or
in this valley. Yes, in this valley. When it was the full tree a few years ago, it had the power to protect where you are from the demons that lie north.
Oh.
But as you can see, the evils are encroaching.
What about the Case of Chaos? Are those like a hole in the barrier?
You say the Caves of Chaos, and they say there are evil caves to the south, far away from here. You've been?
That was where we fought Corvus the Bloodied. Invested in
We've
drove
been.
him from this realm.
We've died.
Did you just say Corvus the Bloodied or no?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know why I wouldn't.
Okay. They don't react to that. They don't know who that is. But they say evil magic lurks there.
And we fought it.
Right about that.
Magar says, we should rest. I need to stretch my legs.
Yeah, I agree. If any of you are interested, I'd love to host a honorary chai spiritual this evening. If any of you would be interested in seeing what we have done at the keep in the past. And I kind of want to offer that up to them as a group. A little sharing of culture.
Torin says, this is good. We would like that.
Excellent. And so, since I led, obviously, the Temple of Hyperius and Chai, I think I would be familiar enough with Honor and Chai to kind
Totally.
of lead them through some, maybe some lesson about, opening up like a seed and spreading your roots and establishing a good base of knowledge before you move on and grow. I don't know. I do something wonderful about how it takes time because I want them to honor the sapling. But before I go to that, I do want to go to Eris and just kind of quietly hand her a couple pieces of like a paper that's been like strung together in like 2 or 3 spots so that it's like 4 pages of like paper that have been like strung together as a small book.
Mhm.
And I just want to hand her that. And then go do my spiritual.
Okay. Do we know what this is, or is this secret still?
It's up to Eris.
I'll take it from Barak and kind of look confused. And I'll walk off and read it.
So on the yeah, sure. On the inside cover, there's a little note, and it says, because I don't think I realized what Eris had gone through until she shared what happened to her home tonight. She may have mentioned it before, but I don't think I really took it in.
Mm-hmm.
And on the inside it says, when my friend Valentine died, and I held him in my arms after I tried to save him, I was lost. I began to write about it, and I thought it might help you. Here's a few blank pages. That's it.
Eris feels an overwhelming sense of relief because she thought this was going to be a religious pamphlet. Because Barak's obviously starting like a youth group sort of thing right now and having like a fun little activity for them. So she thought like he's gonna drag her into this too. But actually, when she reads that, she'll like distance herself from the group, go sit down like cross-legged on the ground and maybe cry for a second, just like a few tears slide down, and she wipes them away, and she will kind of hunch over the book and start writing a little bit. Thank you, Nate, for giving me a great way to get some inspiration in the Discord going
Very nice.
forward.
Very nice.
How distinct are the faiths surrounding the gods in the pantheon? I mean, is it like a priest is like dedicated and ordained specifically to one god, or do some priests like can they lead worship for the appropriate god for the season or the holiday or whatever?
I would imagine it's very much like real life in a way that, like, you know, some people might be very religious or not. Some people might have no problem going to different denominations, churches, but there's other ones they certainly wouldn't go to. I would say it's a bit of both. And
Okay.
I also don't think that there's any, like, especially when it comes to like gods that are friendly, like Chai and Hyperius, that there would be any issues with that. But don't tell that to the Bearers of the Sun, because they're very strict about worship.
But like, you are either a priest of Chai or a priest of Hyperius. There's not.
I guess it's up to.
I mean, speaking for
like,
Barak, I would say in his case, like with the beginning of Keep, he was like ardently Hyperius, like very black and white. But by the end, and especially his years leading the Keep, like the Keep was a temple of Chai. So like he brought Hyperius to the Keep, but also wanted to respect the Keep's people and beliefs.
Well,
and also
again, that was something he developed at the end.
I'm not an expert on this, but like I believe that like the Olympian gods, the Greek gods, you know, everybody kind of worshipped all of them as
that's kind of how it is.
Season to season. Obviously, if you've got a temple that's dedicated to one god, the local clergy are going to be very focused on that god.
Yeah, I would say that's about it.
They're also going to be able to toss a ceremony to another god when the time is right.
Yeah, I could say from like Barak's background, he would be like aware of other gods, but not really as schooled. But like feels very connected to Hyperius and Chai now.
But you're a paladin, not a priest.
But
True.
Well,
which is a little bit different.
Priest in title,
we call it.
Yeah.
Don't box me into my class, Jeff.
Well, but
I was a priest for 2 years.
You're not a cleric, correct?
I'm not a cleric.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd say that's about accurate. It's very much like the Greek or Roman pantheon.
Okay.
People acknowledge and know all the gods, but you're also seeing now that some people have different names for them, and they don't follow the written maybe tomes like he does. But yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, you can celebrate and or pray or show them how you would do a ceremony or something like that. They'll maybe take some of it in, and some of them will be, in a bit of their attention is distracting them. They don't really care, or others are really into it, want to learn. And then they'll show you theirs, which mostly probably includes, I would say, smoking some sort of herbs, things like that, to get them, more in tune with the nature god. Yeah, exactly. And Magar is the one who's got all the drugs, so he's going to be dealing them out. But as you're sitting around this tree, enjoying the tales maybe of your battles, and they're sharing their stories to you, changing culture. A cold wind blows from the north. This causes all the Furbog to stop what they're doing and look. Magar as well. And Magar is a half ogre, so he's not as big or as like lumbering as the ogres are, but he's, like I said, he's about 400 pounds, almost 8 feet tall. He's huge. But he seems to be a little more in touch with his body. He springs up and like gets into a ready position. He says, "The demons. Close." And we're going to pause it right here. Everybody, tune in next week to see what the heck is going on at the World Tree. Lots of info on the story here. Maybe even some tie-ins from your adventures or your quest against, what's her name? Nihilissa. So lots of stuff tonight. Thank you to the chat. You were great tonight. Appreciate all the support. Like and subscribe. Do all those good things. And we'll be back. We have one more week. Next week is actually I said this in the Strahd campaign, we have spring break for our lumberjacking jobs coming up. So we'll be taking 2 weeks off. But next week is our last episode before that 2-week break. So call it like the quarter season finale, something like that. Tim, right? Was something like, it's about that, something like that.
Yeah, I think we used the exact term as quarter season finale on
quarter
Tuesday,
season
so.
finale. But more to come, and do all the good YouTube things. Leave a comment down below. Let us know. I see a lot of rest in peace Valentine in the chat, so let us know how you feel about that. Maybe we'll see some Discord posts. Chris had a really good one today. +1 inspiration to you, Chris. Forgot to say that. And maybe we'll see the Journal of Eris coming soon. Until then, though, we'll see you on the tabletop. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, folks.